Hello and welcome you once again in this new session of English literature. And today's topic is a friend in need is a friend indeed. It's about a true friendship of Lord Krishna and Sudama. So now let's start with the lesson. The story of Lord Krishna and Sudama depicts the everlasting bond of friendship. Lord Krishna and Sudama were childhood friends who had studied together at a Gurukul. Sudama belonged to a poor Brahmin family. They were taught by the same teacher Sandipani. There was a great love and affections between the two friends. The story of Lord Krishna and Sudama, it is said to be everlasting. Their friendship was everlasting. They had such a bonding of their friendship that Lord Krishna and Sudama, they both were the childhood friends, and till end they were the true friends. They were the loveliest friend. Their story is being told lots of time. They studied in the same Gurukul, and their teacher was Sandipani. And Sudama was belonging from a poor Brahmin family. They have a great love and affection between the two friends. One day, Krishna and Sudama both went in a forest to break some brushwoods. Brushwoods means a small type of woods used for cooking purpose. It happened that they had stayed in a forest quite a long time, and Krishna was getting hungry. But unfortunately, he had not brought anything to eat. So one day, they went to the forest to pick some brushwoods. And it was quite late, and Krishna was getting hungry. And unfortunately, on that same day, Krishna had brought nothing with himself. Sudama, meanwhile, had some food. Though Krishna repeatedly said that he was hungry, Sudama felt very shy to offer him this Miyagre food. And Sudama had some food, but he was feeling very shy of having such a small food, an ordinary food. He was thinking that how can I offer my food to the king's son? Because Lord Krishna was the son of a king, and he is from a very rich family and is not accustomed to eat such an ordinary food. He was shy. He was thinking that Krishna is so rich person and he used to eat lots of good food, and my food is very ordinary, so how could I offer my ordinary food to him? And when Krishna asked him once more, Sudama have got something. He bent his head and answered, Krishna, I have nothing. Once again, Krishna asked him that, Sudama, do you have something to eat? And lastly, Sudama bent his head and said, Krishna, I have nothing to eat. I am also without food now. Sudama was also very hungry, so when Krishna went aside for a short time, he began to eat steadily, and Krishna noticed it. But he said nothing. Soon they left the forest. When Sudama saw that Krishna was not there, he started to eat his food, his little food, very steadily, means very fast. And this Krishna has seen, but he said nothing. And soon they left the forest, and time passed. They completed their studies, and Sudama and Krishna left the Gurukul of Sandipani. Now Sudama got married, and Krishna took up his king's throne. Years passed, Sudama became very poor, but he continued loving Krishna very much. As time passed, they passed their studies from the Gurukul, Krishna went to become a king and Sudama got married. But gradually Sudama became very poor. But still he remembered Krishna and he loved him very much. As time passed, Sudama's state of poverty worsened and he barely had enough to eat. His family was in a bad state. If he did not get help, they would have to beg on the streets. Their clothes were torn and their bodies were becoming weak. One day his wife asked Sudama, "Why don't you go and meet Krishna and seek for his help? If he is your true friend, he will surely help you." Sudama did not want to ask Krishna for help, but he decided to meet him as he was excited at the prospect of meeting his old friend again. He wanted to take some gift for Krishna as he could not think of going empty handed to meet an old friend. Since there was nothing else in the house, his wife gave him a small pack of poha and sattu and asked him to give it to Krishna. With the small pack in his hand, Sudama left to see Krishna. So one day, as time passed, Sudama's state of poverty, it became more worsened. He was becoming poor and poor and poor day by day, and the time came that he had nothing in his home to eat. Their clothes were torn and they were becoming very weak. So one day, Sudama's wife said, Sudama's wife said to Sudama that, "Why Krishna is your friend. If he is your true friend, go and ask him for some help." But Sudama wants to meet Krishna, but he thought that he is not going to ask Krishna to help him. But he was eagerly awaited to meet Krishna. And he decided to take some gifts for him, but he had nothing in his home. So his wife had packed a little pack of poha and sattu for Krishna and said, "Sudama, take it and give it to Krishna." Sudama travelled a long distance before he reached Krishna's palace, where the guards at Lord Krishna's palace stopped him. He stood there wondering how to enter the palace wearing such ordinary clothes. He was not sure whether Krishna would remember him, but he told the guards to inform Lord Krishna that his childhood friend Sudama had come to meet him. Just as he was thinking all this, Krishna rushed forward and embarrassed his dear old friend Sudama. He welcomed Sudama in his palace and washed his feet. Everyone was shocked and wondered why Krishna was showing hospitality to a person who looked like a beggar. So Sudama now travelled a long distance to reach to his friend's palace, to Krishna's palace. In the gate, guard stopped him. Sudama got shy because he was wearing an ordinary clothes, and he was not sure also that Krishna will recognize him or not. And very soft voice he said to the guard, "Please go," and said Krishna that his old friend Sudama has came here to meet him. As soon as Krishna heard that Sudama is standing on a gate, he literally ran from his palace. He went there, he hugged his friend, he washed his feet, and everyone in the palace was shocked that who is this man looking like a beggar, and Krishna is showing such an hospitality, is respecting too much to him. He is washing his legs, his feet. Who is he? They talked about their childhood days and great fondness. Suddenly Krishna asked Sudama a question, "What have you brought for me?" And now they started to talk about their childhood. Everyone now knows that Krishna and Sudama are their childhood friends. After few time passed, suddenly Krishna asked Sudama that, Sudama, what have you brought for me? Now Sudama felt embarrassed. He was feeling ashamed of that Miyagre gift he had brought. But Krishna said, even a most expensive gift given to me without true love and devotions means nothing to me when compared to the smallest gift given to me with a true love and affections. Thus saying, he pulled out the little pack from Sudama's hand and opened it. Oh, it's a poha, my favorite food. Sudama was overjoyed to see his dear friend enjoying his gift. Sudama was feeling very ashamed. He was feeling very embarrassed. But how could I give this Miyagre food, a very little food, a gift, an ordinary gift to my friend? But Krishna said that if a person gives me a most expensive gift and he don't love me, it's nothing for me. If anyone gift a present a gift to me and offer a gift to me, it's whether it's a small gift, but with true love, it means lots of means to me. And he took that gift from Sudama and he said, aha, it's a poha, I love it. And he started eating that poha. By seeing this, Sudama was very much overjoyed. Sudama stayed in a palace and spent an enjoyable time with his dearest friend Krishna. When he was returning, he realized that he had not asked anything from Krishna and was wondering what to tell to his wife. So Sudama stayed there for a few days. He enjoyed that days, he remembering their old student's life. But a time came when he took permission from his friend Krishna that he wants to return to his home. And suddenly Sudama remembered that he had not asked anything from Krishna, and he thought that what will he tell to his wife? And by thinking it, he moved from Krishna's palace to his home. Now when he reached to his place, Sudama could not find his hut, and as he was searching for it, on return his wife called out at him. When he reached to his home, he saw that there was no hut over there. And he suddenly heard his wife's voice. He was awestruck. Awestruck means he was shocked to see that his poor cottage has been replaced by a beautiful palace. He was surprised to see his wife dressed up in a finery. It was then that Sudama realized that all the wealth and riches had come from his dear friend Lord Krishna. But even after receiving all these riches, Sudama continued to lead a simple ascetic life and praised Krishna's glory and greatness. Thus, the story of Krishna and Sudama has been told many times over and till today remains a saga of a true friendship which could withstand all the passage of time. And it is true that Krishna knows that his friend is in a deep trouble, and his friend is saying nothing. He is not asking for a single penny, for a single demand was from the Sudama, but he realized, see, this is the true friendship. Without saying anything, Krishna understood that his friend is in a deep trouble, and he is such a gentleman, such an honest person that he will never demand anything for him or his family. And what Krishna has done, without saying anything to Sudama, he sent his men to Sudama's place. He built a beautiful palace. He gave them a fine dress, a fine clothes, and ornaments, a jewelry, and lots of wealth. But still, Sudama thanked his friend. He always praised Krishna's glory, but he spent his life as a simple ascetic person. So this is A true friendship. True friendship means there should not be any jealousy between them, and this is very true that the topic is said here, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So that's all for today's session. We will again meet in our next session with a new topic, a new lesson. Read this lesson very carefully and take care of your health. We will meet in our next session. So see you soon.